Hey everybody, it's Anna. So I thought I would do a quick full moon spread for today. It's August 26th, the night of the full moon. And before I get into it, I wanted to mention that in 2 weeks, I'm planning to offer a live new moon ritual, which I'll be holding on Zoom conferencing. So it's going to be available to anybody who signs up for it. It's going to be a time of it's going to be a ritual. There's going to be some releasing and some healing. I'm going to do it all live, and it won't be recorded because it's going to be an actual live healing. So if you're interested in being kept in the know about that, you can leave it in the comments below, and I'll also be posting it on my page. So just be aware, and I'll be signing that up in probably the next 3 or 4 days. Okay, so the full moon is about the time for release. It's when we go out of the productive, active mode into relaxing, receptive mode, and we allow ourselves to be recreated. So the full moon's a lot about shedding, like releasing things that no longer serve you. So I pulled 4 cards for this spread, and the first one I asked, what is the situation we are facing? And I got the Two of Cups reversed. Okay, there we go. Two of Cups reversed. So the Two of Cups card is obviously about partnership. We have two people that are serving, cheering each other with golden cups. It's a man and a woman. And 2 is the number of connection. Cups are about the heart. So it's about feeling connected, emotionally fulfilled, following your intuition. But the reversal of the card suggests that we are in partnership with somebody or something which is not fulfilling us. There's some kind of disharmony. Maybe we're compromising ourselves a little bit, and so we're not fully ourselves here. We're not able to express our full selves. So this is a lack of communion. Whereas upright, we're about communion. The reversal is there's a lack of communion. So the situation we're looking at right now, if we're looking at the shedding, is there something in your life, some partnership that is in the way of you being your fullest self? And maybe the work then is you're going to have to identify that and release it. The second card I pulled is a major arcana card. It was, what is the benefit of the full moon right now? And I have the Lovers reversed. So we have another partner card, right? The Lovers show the man and the woman, and the imagery is very connected to the Garden of Eden. There's this idea that they're in this sort of place of paradise, but there is temptation. So the Lovers card is not just about partnership. It's also about temptation and making decisions that match your integrity. The number of this card is a 6, and the 6 is the number for harmony. So when this card shows up, it reminds us that we need to take a look at the patterns in our lives that are not fully connecting to our highest self. Things, again, where we are compromising, places where we are agreeing to other people's standards, but not holding our own very highly. The reversal of the card suggests that we actually are in a place of compromise. So the last card was kind of about being partnered in a way that's not great. This is saying the same thing. It's a blessing card, though. So what it's saying is right now, it's going to become very clear to you where you are not living in integrity and where the problem is. So, and it also, the card also reminds you that you do have an obligation to yourself to hold your standards and to hold out for partnership, for businesses, for jobs, for friendships that really match your high standards. Your high standards are not something that are in your way. They're actually the part of you that creates the path of harmony, which then draws the right partners to you. Okay, so the next card was, what is the challenge we are facing? And I have the Knight of Pentacles. So all the Knight cards in the tarot are all about action steps. The Pentacles card feels a little bit different to me. See, this is a fella, he's sitting on a plow horse, and he's in front of the field. And so we get the impression that this guy has plowed the field. In other words, he's put in this very steady, regular energy, preparing the field so that there can be a harvest coming soon. So this card shows up often when we're in the middle of, doing our work, getting things ready, kind of being steady and regulated. The way it might be a challenge card is it might suggest to us that we have already put in so much energy and so much time into something that it is hard for us to walk away. Like we really want to stick it out and wait for the harvest. And I think this connects very easily to the other two cards, because if you're in a situation where you have been compromising, you're in a partnership that doesn't work for you, but you've been doing it a long time and you keep waiting for the harvest, the challenge may be that even though you know it's not right for you, you're going to keep sticking it out. You're going to wait for your labor to pay off. So this card to me is kind of a warning. Like, yeah, you may have been putting in a lot of time, a lot of energy, but you know, you're throwing good energy after bad. If you've already spent 13 years doing this, you know, it's not going to pay off for you the way you want it to. It's time, when you realize what's not right for you, it's time to step away, because the real harvest isn't in the place where you are compromising. It's in the place where you are truly and completely yourself. And the final card is the action card. What do we do in these 2 weeks of the full moon? We have the Ace of Wands reversed. So the Ace card is always the first card in any trajectory. It's like the seed card, the beginning of something. Wands are connected to the element of fire. They're about feeling confident and impassioned and inspired. So when this card shows up upright, it's about feeling yourself kind of excited and beginning something new, and kind of beginning to nurture that passion. The reversal of the card in this case, I believe, means that we might be a little bit out of touch with our passion, particularly if we've been in these relationships or these partnerships or these situations in which we've been compromising. That means we've been tamping down our own natural energy to match somebody else's. This card would say you need to get back in touch with that passion. That passion is actually your spirit energy. That's how the energy in your body, the energy of your spirit is always going to lead you in the path that really, really matches you. So I think the card reverse suggests that in these next 2 weeks, while you're releasing some of these old relationships, these compromises, what you're also trying to do is let yourself feel your body in a way. I think that's and feel your emotions in a way, and ask yourself what turns you on, what gets you excited, and start stepping away from the things that are compromising you, and instead lean into what you really, really want. Not necessarily taking action. This is the season of the full moon, so we're not necessarily taking action, but we are getting in touch with the fuel, which when the new moon comes, you'll be able to sort of step out in a way that's freer and truer to who you really are. So I hope that's helpful. And of course, if you want to join me for the new moon ritual, be sure and leave me a note here. And I'm going to be reaching out to all my contacts. So if you're on that list, that's cool. But it's going to be a free broadcast. It's going to be on Zoom, and I think it's going to be really, really cool. And especially if you've done some of this Ace of Wands work, if you've got in touch with your passion, you may be really ready to start something new, and so this will be a great way to kick you off. So all right, have a wonderful 2 weeks from the full moon. I'll see you next time. Bye.